With SummerSlam just wrapping up and Clash at Paris just about 4 weeks away, I think it is the perfect time to predict the matches that will be at Clash at Paris. But as always, we can't just hop right into the video without reminding y'all to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and go follow the socials. And once again, as always, those links will be in the description of this video. But now that that is all out of the way, you know now that it is time to hop right on into today's video. So yes, man, Clash at Paris or Clash in Paris, it's one of the two. It doesn't really matter. It's one of the two, but it's right around the corner. It's roughly 4 weeks away, man. So I've never done one of these types of videos before where I actually try to predict what matches will be on the card, because currently, as I'm recording this, no matches are actually announced. So I will be predicting what matches will most likely be on the card. Now, I have roughly 6 matches that we will be getting into here, and some of them, you know, could be absolutely wrong. Some of them could be absolutely just a shot in the dark. Some could just be out of this world, man, but we'll go through them, and obviously at the end of the video, you guys can leave me your thoughts. But now, let's get right on into it. So for the first match that I have predicted, I think we will be getting AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio, and I feel like we're going to rerun that match for the Intercontinental Championship. The reason why I do think this, it's very, very obvious, and honestly, at SummerSlam, we had obviously Dominic defeat AJ Styles, and he retained his Intercontinental title. In that match, there was a lot of shenanigans, mainly Eddie Guerrero references, and after that, the Raw after, we had our AJ Styles, you know, he was still going after Dominic. He still wanted to get his hands on Dominic. He's not done with him. He still wants Dominic, man. He still wants that Intercontinental title. So the reason that I predict that this will be on the card is because they're continuing to go with this route, man. I don't see them stepping away from this anytime soon, and for that reason, there's a pay-per-view 4 weeks, or just 4 weeks away, or roughly 4 weeks away, so now I think it is the perfect time to rerun this match, and it would only make sense. I mean, they're continuing to follow through with this storyline and build up and build more for it, so I think we'll most likely get this match once again. I want to say I don't know if there's going to be a stipulation, because in the first match there was a lot of shenanigans. I mean, you could argue that because of that there might be a stipulation that allows more shenanigans in this match that they might have at Clash in Paris. But I'm not too sure, man. I mean, I could see it, but at the same time, I think it's just going to be a standard one-on-one match for the Intercontinental title. And once again, it only makes sense. They're continuing to build up more for the Dominic and AJ Styles thing. So it only makes sense that we most likely get a rerun of this at Clash at Paris for the Intercontinental title. All right, for my next match that I will be predicting, it is Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And I think this one is really obvious, man. Obviously, Becky has been feuding with Lyra Valkyria for the past few months, ever since technically WrestleMania is where it all started, realistically. And now that's finally over. That's all put beside her, at least is what WWE is showing us. That's all put beside Becky. And now we're introducing a new feud with Becky Lynch, which is Nikki Bella, and it's most likely going to be for this title. Obviously, this past Raw, Nikki Bella had, well, actually, I want to talk about that. I don't want to talk too much on that promo, but I'm just saying that promo was insane. If you guys have not seen that promo from Nikki and Becky, they absolutely roasted each other, but in the end, man, Nikki definitely lost that one because of what Becky said. I'm not going to say it here. You just got to go watch it for yourself. It was awesome. That's saying, if you haven't already watched it, definitely go rewatch that. But yes, back to Monday Night Raw that just happened this past week. Nikki had given the idea, you know, why don't you put your title on the line then? Obviously, Becky being the heel that she is, you know, she gets the crowd all riled up, but then says no. And then, you know, does her whole thing. But now I can definitely see here we're obviously going to be building for this for the next few weeks. So for that reason, what's in the next few weeks? Once again, Clash at Paris. This only makes sense to do this match here, and I think a lot of people like this match, man. I think it'd be awesome. It's for a title, so it's going to be cool to see. I mean, could Nikki really win here? I mean, she's kind of not, obviously she's not on her retirement tour, but she hasn't really been back in the WWE for this long doing actual storylines. So could they give Nikki a title here? That idea is kind of what can make this match more, you know, can make it more interesting, you know, with the idea that, you know, Nikki Bella could possibly win the Intercontinental title here. I think that, so for that reason, that's another reason why I feel like they could run this match here, for those reasons. Also, this is something that I would personally like to see. As far as a stipulation, I don't think once again, I don't think there's going to be a stipulation here. I think it's just going to be a one-on-one Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title. Now, who actually would win this match here? It'd be cool to give it to Nikki, but I just don't see that happening. And honestly, I would prefer Becky to retain. But if they give it to Nikki, I'm not going to be pissed. But in the end, though, I think 100% here, if they do this match, Becky would obviously retain here. It only makes sense. It's Becky Lynch. She's a heel and she's a good heel. I don't think they'll give up the title this early. And I mean, she just won it. How long has it been since Money in the Bank? Probably like 2 months now. Has it been 2 months? I don't even know. But she's has a really good heel run right now. There's no reason to give it up. So as far as who wins, it's going to most likely be Becky to retain here. And honestly, once again, man, this match would be really awesome to see. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. And now if it's really bad, then you can hate me all you want. But I think this match would probably be really damn good. And honestly, this is a match I really do hope that they try it, or that they most likely do at Clash in Paris. I would love to see it. And there's a title on the line, and that's always awesome, man. So that is the next match that I have predicted for this match card. All right, next up, I do have Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley. And I feel like, once again, this one is pretty obvious, man. I mean, maybe not as obvious as some of the other predictions, but I think this one is still pretty damn obvious as where it's most likely going to happen here at Clash at Paris. Obviously, Bayley has been getting involved a lot with Lyra's matches with Becky Lynch, and they're kind of, Lyra Valkyria, obviously at SummerSlam, if she lost at SummerSlam, which she did, she would never be able to face Becky again for a title. Obviously, Bayley is really what costed her is what costed Lyra Valkyria to win that match. So for that, and on this past episode of Raw, Lyra Valkyria told Bayley, I don't want you near me. I don't want you in my life. Get out of here. I don't ever want to see you again. So obviously, Lyra Valkyria is pissed, and I guarantee you, she's pissed at Bayley, and I guarantee you they're going to continue to build this anger from Lyra Valkyria towards Bayley over the next few weeks, man. Once again, this is something that makes sense. It's not going to be out of the blue if they do this. It's going to be something that has kind of been foreshadowed, not just this past episode of Raw. It's literally been foreshadowed for a minute now. And I mean, I just 100% see this match happening here. Once again, for a stipulation, I don't see a stipulation happening here, just normal one-on-one match. And I think this match would be really damn good, man. They've already had a match together, and it was awesome. I enjoyed it. I think how many weeks ago has it been since their match, which decided who would face Becky at SummerSlam? Maybe 2 weeks now. Maybe it's been 2 weeks or so since that match happened, and that match was really good between the two, man. So I would love to see them run this back. But now the match is going to be a little bit different because there's a lot more hatred between these two. So I would love to see this match. I think they could really deliver on this match, and this is something that could really get the crowd, the fans, the WWE Universe, the crowd. This is a match that can really get them excited and hyped, man. I think this will most likely, if they do this, it'll be a good match. I would love to see it. And there's going to be tons of anger going into this match, which is even more awesome because we're not just going into a match where there's just two baby faces, obviously. We're going into a match where there's people that genuinely hate each other for the storyline, and it's going to be a good match with lots of built-up aggression, and I just would love to see it, man. So that is my next match that I do have predicted. All right, for my next prediction for this match card at Clash at Paris, I do have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. So they just had a match, obviously, at SummerSlam, and the build was really bad. The build was really bad, but the match was really good. And for the build, they only did they even get 2 weeks? They might have got 2 weeks to build this match. I'm not 100% sure. But the build for this match was really bad, but the match that they had at SummerSlam was really good. And I think a lot of people liked it. It was probably one of Jade Cargill's best matches, if not best match in WWE. And it was really damn good. I enjoyed it personally. I was shocked, honestly, how good it was. And for that reason, that I feel like that a lot of people really did enjoy this match, I feel like they're going to run this back here. Obviously, Jade Cargill did end up losing at SummerSlam to Tiffany Stratton, so I feel like they're going to... I mean, we don't know for sure because we haven't had SmackDown after SummerSlam yet, so we'll know probably more then. But I still see them probably testing the waters with this because a lot of people liked it. It could be such a good match once again. And here, obviously, the title would once again be on the line. And here is when probably Jade Cargill would win. Now, I mean, if they do this match and Jade Cargill doesn't win, it really wouldn't make sense to do it twice and then have her lose twice. I mean, you could do that. You could 100% do that. I feel like personally, that would be a little bit weird. But, you never know. But yes, man, I 100% could see this really happening. It was a good match. A lot of people liked it, and I think the WWE will definitely test their waters once again with these two in a match together. I think once again it'd be really awesome. I'd love to see it, man. Their first match, their match at SummerSlam was awesome. I think they can have the same they could have a really good match just like SummerSlam, or they could have an even better match, is what I feel, if they do this match at Clash at Paris, man. So just once again, going if they do this, once again, going to be a great match. As far as who wins, like I said, most likely Jade Cargill. If they don't do Jade Cargill, I feel like that'd be a little bit weird. But if they do Tiffany again, I'm not gonna hate, because I enjoy watching Tiffany Stratton week after week, man. So I wouldn't complain either way here. But yeah, if they do this match 100%, I most likely think they will do Jade Cargill. It only makes sense here. And yeah, man, it's really it, man. This match would be really awesome, and for the winner, most likely going to be Jade Cargill. All right, for my next match, I actually do have Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. This one is very obvious that is most likely going to happen here at Clash of Paris. It really only makes sense, man. Obviously, Brock Lesnar has returned at SummerSlam, and he attacked Cena in the main event. We actually I thought during that, when Brock returned, I thought, the show's going to cut off, it's over. But no, Brock Lesnar returned, F5 John Cena, and then that was it. And once again, we haven't had SmackDown yet after SummerSlam, so most likely we will begin this feud even more at SummerSlam. We'll pick up some momentum with this feud at this next episode of SmackDown, which is tomorrow at the time that I'm recording this, and at the time that you guys are actually watching this. But it's very obvious that this is going to happen. It's John Cena's retirement tour. John Cena has had a match at every PLE this year, and his only opponent his only feud that he has going right now is Brock Lesnar. So it's most likely going to happen. They're not obviously going to make John Cena miss a PLE in his retirement run. That's just stupid. So, I mean, that would not happen. So they're most likely going to run this match there. I'd love to see it. Obviously, this is a throwback from their match that these two have already had way back, or, many years ago by now. But yeah, man, so this one is very obvious to see. There's not much else to talk about it. You just already know this one was most likely going to happen on the show. As far as who wins, I mean, I don't really know, honestly. This one I genuinely don't know, but I just know it'll be a damn good match, dude. I'd love to see it. And I think a lot of people would love to see this match, man. Obviously, Brock Lesnar returning. He hasn't been in action since, for a while now, so it'd be awesome to see Lesnar. It's going to be awesome to see Lesnar in the ring again, and it's going to be awesome to see John Cena versus Brock Lesnar being ran back again. So, but as far as this match is really obvious. If you didn't see this coming, I mean, I don't really know what you're thinking, but this one is pretty obvious that it's going to happen at Clash at Paris, honestly. All right, next up, I do have Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus LA Knight for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this one honestly could go so many ways here. So you can really either do Seth versus just CM Punk, Seth versus just LA Knight, or you can really have them in the triple threat, which is most likely what I think they'll go with here. There's so many ways they can go about this, and I'm not 100% sure, but I just feel like with these three guys that are, they're main guys, they're over, and everybody really likes these guys, and there's a World Heavyweight title on the line with three main guys, I feel like they're most likely going to just combine them all and do a triple threat. So, that's really the main way that I see them going here, but they could really go any other way. They could really just do Seth versus Punk or just Seth versus LA Knight. It's either way, they can go those ways or go the triple threat route, which is once again is the main route that I think they'll take. But obviously this feud has really been building up ever since. It's been going on for a while, realistically, but it really started to get heated just this past episode of Raw, where LA Knight went face-to-face with Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, and in this match, CM Punk actually costed LA Knight, not on purpose, but, with the built-up aggression from CM Punk to Seth Rollins after what happened at SummerSlam, CM Punk wanted to get his get back. He wanted to attack Seth Rollins, which ended up costing LA Knight the match, and Seth Rollins would retain by disqualification. Obviously, LA Knight in this was pissed off at CM Punk. He didn't attack him, but he pulled him back, and he's just like, yo, man, what the hell, basically. Obviously, CM Punk did not care. He continued to go after Rollins. Oh, my. And yeah, man, so this feud has really gotten heated ever since this past episode of Raw, and honestly, this would be a really good damn match. You can't argue that this is going to be a terrible match. If they do this, it'll be awesome. And a lot of people love LA Knight, a lot of people love Seth, a lot of people love CM Punk, man. So three big guys that mostly everybody likes. You can't get much better than that. Just combine them in a triple threat. That's your main event right there. Honestly, that would be your main event of this show, of Clash in Paris, most likely, if they do this. I would love to see it. World Heavyweight title on the line. Would it change here? I don't really know yet. I'm really not sure. Seth just cashed in. He's probably going to have a lengthy reign. I don't see Seth losing here. In fact, I probably see them continuing to just build with these guys here with LA Knight and CM Punk going after Seth Rollins. That's mainly what I see them doing after this. So for that reason, obviously, to do that, most likely Seth Rollins would still have to be champion. So I'm going to have to go Seth Rollins winning here, but once again, they could really go any other way. Seth just cashed in. He's with probably with one of his greatest Money in the Bank cash-ins. Obviously, he's had two great Money in the Bank cash-ins. But yeah, man, I just think Seth will most likely retain here, and I'm not gonna be mad if he does, man. I like Seth Rollins. I like all three of these guys. I wouldn't be mad if anybody won. I wouldn't be mad if any of these guys won. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be happy for all of them, honestly. So, I would love this match. The world title on the line with these three guys would be absolutely such a banger. As far as any stipulation, I mean, it's just gonna be triple threat rules. So, I mean, that's if you count that as a stipulation, there you go. But there's not gonna be anything else really special. I could probably maybe see some outside interference during this match, obviously from Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. But you know that's pretty much most likely to happen. But I definitely think this match will be the main event if they do decide to go with this. And once again, I would love to see this match. Okay, so this next one can be a little bit weird, you know, kind of like, I don't think it's kind of something that I'm really not too sure about yet, but I just wanted to throw in an extra prediction in there. And that match that I have is Sheamus versus Rusev. I know what y'all are thinking probably right now, like, what the hell are you talking about? Trust me, I'm wondering the same thing too, honestly. I think this is kind of a WWE move where they just add this kind of a match into Clash at Paris. Obviously, these two guys have been feuding for weeks now. Was it their last match that they had was really damn good. I enjoyed it. I think that was the one that I really did enjoy. And I think once again, I think they'll probably do this at Clash in Paris. This time it will be a stipulation. There's no way they don't. I've talked about this for weeks now, where it's most likely going to be a no disqualification or an Extreme Rules type of stipulation that they will have for this match if they do this. Once again, I don't know if they will. This one is really the shot in the dark here, I think. But I just think this could definitely. It could still happen, and if it does, it'll most likely be a stipulation of no disqualification or something along those lines. As far as who wins, most likely, I'm going to say Sheamus, but I could definitely see Rusev winning just to give... Rusev just returned... it's been since the Raw after WrestleMania. It's probably been a few months by now, of course. But I could still see Rusev winning. It's just I'm gonna personally go with Sheamus. That's who I would prefer to see win here, but you never know. I really wouldn't be mad either way. If Rusev won, I wouldn't be mad. If Sheamus won, I won't be mad. Honestly, it's just one of those kind of matches. But I would love to see this, man. I've kind of enjoyed this feud a little bit. I mean, most of the time I'm kind of like but sometimes they kind of have me in, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of enjoying this. So this is something I would personally like to see at Clash in Paris. Once again, I think this will most likely be a stipulation, and for the winner, like I said, I'll go Sheamus here. But yeah, man, that's really that's it, man. That's the last match that I do have predicted. So yeah, man, that is the video. Y'all have made it to the end officially. If you did stick around all the way until the end, be sure to drop the name John Cena. It lets me know that you guys have stayed all the way to the end and you watched the videos all the way through. Once again, though, before I get out of here, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and go follow the socials. Once again, that includes Instagram and X. Those links, as always, in the description of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to leave me any comments, obviously the comment section is always open. You guys can just drop anything you want in there. Leave me your thoughts on my predictions. Maybe give me your predictions for what you think, for what matches you guys will think will be on this card. But without further ado, man, I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.